Okay.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hey. Welcome to another episode of the D20Babes. This is actually called Side Adventures with the D20Babes, and this is episode 1 of 3, where we have a special guest. We'll do all that introductions and everything in a second. This episode is called Girls' Night Out, so should be interesting. Yeah, I think before the girls do their kind of general announcements, we're going to do something a little different today, because this is a different story with different characters. You can see them on screen right now. I stole all the art. I'm sorry. So today, for the award, the magical statue of advantage, you guys are right now going to start posting who you want to get it. So our guest...
What is this based on?
Can you introduce us first?
No. You guys look at the art. You pick which one you like the most.
Go
and
for
I'm
the
going to keep
gnome.
an eye. Put their character names in.
Oh.
And
This.
and I will keep an eye while I hand it over to the girls, and at the end of their little thing, then I will award it to them.
Like,
all right.
this isn't even based on our characters' personalities. They know nothing.
Over to the ladies.
No.
Choose me. Hello.
Hi and welcome. Yay, we're back on Mondays.
Okay, so a little change in schedule because 2 of our babes are getting married.
To each other?
On the same day, which is very suspicious.
Tells the truth.
Internet go crazy. There's a rumors.
She said tell us the truth, and I'm like, you said that?
The van is not here.
I know, that's true. There's no van here, yeah.
So basically what we're doing is we're doing a side story. It's in the same world. Different people. Who knows? We might meet up and it might be weird. But that would be very weird.
That'd be super
cool.
That'd
be meta. I don't know. Meeting my character, meeting my other character. I don't know. The world will break in half.
We can do it.
We will be back on schedule with the regular story. When?
On June 13th, we're back to the regular D20Babes campaign of all the lovely characters you know, including Van, Petunia, Shriela, and Alex.
Yep, and during that time, we will be continuing with the same announcements and the same sort of contest thing with the advantage dice. There is somebody that we picked on the last D20Babes that will have to wait a really long time, but we're going to give you that shout out. I've been wanting to give you that shout out. So we're going to have to wait till the next one for that. But we have our own little thing going with our side stories. We also have this awesome guest. So we're going to introduce ourselves all again in case this is your first time tuning in. I'm Shannon. I am the curator of D20Babes and I guess producer, director. I don't know. I do all things. I do all the things. So behind the scenes. And then there is...
My name is Nee. I usually play Shriela, but today, are we introducing our characters right now, or?
You know,
we should keep it a secret.
Keep it a secret?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So.
Secrets.
How about saying, like, okay, I'm not Shriela today. That's all you need to know?
She's a new gal. There's a new gal here.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Julia, and there's secrets you will figure out. That's all. I'm Van. I usually play Van Tyler, a Tiefling Bard, and today you will see later on.
I am your guest today. My name is Jackie. I'm an animator here in Vancouver, and these lovely ladies have allowed me to come and play my very first D&D game ever. We'll see. Maybe I'll die in my first turn.
That's the plan.
Hopefully I'll make it.
Don't tell Curtis that.
Yeah. Don't make the
ideas.
DM. Yeah. He's like, you guys are excited.
I have to do a special shout out to my boobies and my titties. You know who you are.
Okay. They're 2 separate entities.
Yeah.
I figured that out from
Interesting.
Yeah. Shannon's plugging her nose and losing it.
Because I'm trying not to snort laugh. All right.
You know the
All right,
trouble.
I love my special
Okay. All right.
Can we just default the trophy.
Yeah, this trophy's going straight there. I don't know.
Yes, Meg wins.
Okay, Jackie. Dare ask, where can people find your? Where can people find your illustrations or just any examples of your work?
The animation that I work on is Peabody and Sherman. It's on Netflix, and I do have a Facebook page under Jacqueline Barnes Art. You might be able to find me there if you're really lucky.
All right. So because of how you made Channel Apps Art, and in general, the chat was in your favor, Jackie, for you to have the statue. So the statue allows you to, if you want to use it, allows you to re-roll a dice, your D20. That's what it does for you. So it can come in handy. So you hold on to this. Remember, this symbol could save your life.
Cool.
All right.
And then I have a question.
Yeah.
Are we going to be doing that for all the episodes of any special art?
It'll be different every episode.
Cool. So can people still hashtag D20Babes?
Yeah, you can still hashtag it.
Yeah.
I mean, by all means, they should definitely do it. And I may have a special award for specially hashtagged D20Babes or Meat Bunnies. I'm not gonna say what it is though.
Okay.
So do your fucking homework.
Oh, it's our Meat Bunnies is our family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our followers, friends, and yeah. They're the hashtag Meat Bunnies.
Yeah, it's a long, sordid story, but
Meat bunnies love meat buns.
All right.
Yeah. There's your jingle.
All right.
I'll work on it.
and
I'm not a tiefling.
I'm only drinking coffee and water, and it's already gone to this.
You're holding both.
Yeah, don't fisting coffee and
So
water.
I'm just gonna leave. Let the girls drink and have a good time. We're not gonna play D&D today. All right. So so we are gonna be playing in Forgotten Realms, and this is a story that's happening concurrently with our other story. So it does. I'm not saying there's any crossover, but it is happening at the same time, and I wanted to kind of think about that, like if I was going to just do a completely separate story, a different world, but I thought it'd be cool just to move locations a little bit so these guys can get a feel for what Farron feels like in other places, and try and hand it some new characters. And you'll notice that I allowed a drow. I was being very kind this time. I normally don't.
I just think that our
I
special
normally don't allow
guest has broken your rules. She's so awesome.
I know already.
Yeah.
So we are going to be starting the adventure north of Cormanthier, so we're not too far away from where we had the regular campaign. And I'm going to read the intro for it, going to set everything up. I'm just going to show you guys on the map kind of where we are. Let's make sure I got the right one here. This one? Yes. So this is the region that we're playing in, and this is the Moonsea region, and if you are familiar with the Forgotten Realms, it is north of Cormanthier, which is where some of the storyline from our other campaign is. There's some elements tied to that region, and we are starting in Hillsfar, sort of. I'm going to read the intro, and you guys can kind of follow along and figure it out. I'm going to leave that on there, and I'm going to read the intro, and then we are going to start into it right away. Any other questions? No? Good. Alright. And just let me know, chat, if the music levels and the voice levels are fine. I think I was moving my recording levels down because I recorded some voiceover. I'm a voice actor now. I just want you guys to know that. And
Cool.
I'm going to be putting some people out of work. Alright? That's amazing. It's the worst.
Damn.
So anyway, if
This
there's
is news to me, but you know.
if there's some problems, just let us know. Okay. In the waning hours of light after a long day of travel, you find yourselves on the far northern reach of Cormanthier. This ancient forest is many things to many people. To some, a cursed place, lost to the darkness from battles fought and magics wrought not so long ago. To others, a place of forgotten wealth, riches beyond imagination for those brave enough to delve deep into its very heart. But most know the truth of its name. It was once the home of the elves, brought to ruin and its people scattered. And despite its legacy, you are not here for wealth or lore. As you pass beneath the boughs of ancient pine and oak in the dwindling hours of the day, you feel the night creep in, and you feel at ease knowing you are well 100 miles away from the heart of Cormanthier. You lucky few are on a night's stroll in the quiet north, where even merchants brave the roads to bring goods to the small communities that dare reside in the forest. Your trap music now is annoying me. You come from a large city to the north, a rather dour place called Hillsfar, a fortified slop bucket on the southern reach of the Moonsea, a gathering place for mercenaries and adventurers. A buck-toothed local named Fetton Brusk hired you to recover the goods from his wrecked caravan a few miles south of the city. He promised 100 gold pieces for the job and a barrel of Cloudy Peak ale if it was still in serving conditions when discovered. You were each approached by Fetton Brusk and agreed to do the job, as long as there were more sad souls willing to assist. And earlier this morning, you reported for duty and were met with the very faces you travel with now, an odd collection of warriors and spellslingers. All Fetton can tell you that this caravan had been raided by a small band of goblins led by a rather tough-looking hobgoblin. They were well organized and properly armed for a pack of monsters. You stand now at a clearing in the woods, a small encampment ahead, and the remnants of an overturned wagon not a few feet away. You've spent a small amount of time waiting and watching, and with a very hushed conversation informed each other of the facts. 6 goblins and 1 hobgoblin captain. They sit around a fire, eating stolen meats, and they sing songs about victory and breeding. And that is where we are going to start.
They're very well bred.
Yes.
They love to breed. So let's switch to the main drama. So that is what you guys are currently. You're in a little clearing. You've got some good cover behind some foliage in the woods, and there's a large clearing where this wagon you can see has been overturned, and a little encampment that it probably belonged to the merchant, to Fetton, and it's been ransacked, and this little small cadre of goblins has taken it over and are just kind of residing here and enjoying their spoils.
Cool.
The 4 of you, I'll leave you to it.
So have we all met?
Yeah, you guys have been traveling together all day.
Okay.
So how much you know about each other is completely up to you. But at this point, you have traveled since early morning, and it's now the sun is setting. It's just after dinner, so it's kind of like it's twilight at this point.
So I guess what we know about each other so far is what we look like.
Yes.
So we can explain that,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
There's a picture there, but you can elaborate a little bit more
Yeah.
if you'd like to.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Do we all know who? So my character is Cernia. I'm a drow paladin. The picture in the corner there.
My character is Biss. I'm a tiefling ranger. I am. I haven't decided what color skin I am. I think I'll be. I'll let the chat.
Dark red.
The dark red. Yeah, that's actually really cool. Yeah. Okay. I need to be dark red. And also I have I'm covered in my leather gear. And I have my sheath of arrows on my back, and I've, it's kind of odd for a tiefling to be a ranger, but I am, and very obviously one.
You're trying to sneak up on people and your tail's hitting stuff.
Yeah, it's a weird combo, but that's what I am.
I am Xana. I'm a sorcerer gnome. I guess I
thought it was perfect. It goes so well with the pointy hat.
2 and 2 together. I'm a bit flashy for a gnome, but yeah, I have that like earthy kind of color, skin tone, and my dark hair.
Dark hair.
And very flashy.
Very flashy.
Like gold and.
I do. I think it's the sorcerer in me. I've reached out for the bling, which is very unlike gnome of me. But
Are you a deep gnome or a?
I'm a forest gnome.
Forest gnome.
Yeah.
I am Osiris. I am a half orc barbarian, and I am a soldier. And I don't know. That's it.
You don't talk a lot.
Julia, I wish you would talk like that all the time.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool. Tiny wallet, just like, oh yeah, and I'm
I had a stroke recently.
I have a Parsons talk, so we talk like this all the time. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Shriela might like it. I don't
Yeah.
know. You carry that over for
right, so yeah, you guys are, like I said, I described the scene. So you probably throughout the day, chatted here and there. You're all professionals looking for work. For whatever reason, you were in this town of Hillsfar. Hillsfar is a really rough place, and it's not generally welcoming to outsiders. But the one thing that they do allow in, even though they're a little bit xenophobic, they don't allow other races in very often. It's very much a human-dominated city. Anyone that's willing to do really shitty work and support the merchants and stuff like that, they're allowed in, and that's why you were allowed into the town. So for whatever reason, you found yourself here. But now you are a few miles south, and you've gone through the woods, and you're about a mile into the northern reaches of the Cormanther Wood, and you see what I described to you before. You guys have been quietly moving along through the woods because you knew that you were getting close to the location. So, as far as you know, they haven't spotted you. They're very loud, very obnoxious. They kind of have this skit laugh that every once in a while they crack jokes. They're speaking in Goblin. So unless you guys speak Goblin, you don't understand anything that they're saying.
We all look down.
I haven't picked my languages. Did I? No. I picked my languages.
Alright, so I'm passing it over to you guys.
Alright.
We're gonna go bash their heads in.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I think it's a great idea. We should just go.
I want to split them up first.
I'm just trying to get a job here. I didn't really sign up for. I'm good at finding paths. Can't we just do a big wide path around them?
Don't they have a bunch of stuff that we want?
I'm so broke. I couldn't find any jobs in the city.
You're on a job right now.
I'm on a job right now.
Is our job to
Were you
get
listening
that
to
stuff?
anything that I read at the beginning?
0.
The stuff that they're sitting around, is that the stuff that
Yes.
we've been... Yeah,
you have to retrieve the stuff.
stuff.
You're being paid a job to do that.
Okay.
But there's... So
you're on a job right now.
I'm on a job right now.
Are we?
This job sucks.
I want to split them up. There's 6 of them in a hobgoblin. Plus a hobgoblin?
Hobgoblins are nasty
correct.
business.
Sorry, 5. 5.
5 plus.
5 plus a hobgoblin, yeah.
Has anyone ever tried talking to these guys? Like, do they bargain?
Do you want to go?
No, I'm not really volunteering. That doesn't mean I'm volunteering to talk to these guys.
I'm sorry,
I say we
Biz?
Yeah, Biz.
Have you dealt with goblins before?
No.
They don't talk.
Oh.
I like what you're doing.
Well, let's split them up. So you have... I've heard that you have this ability to make sounds.
Yeah,
So I have an ability to make lights. So what we can do is I might be able to make a light that'll distract them, and you can incorporate a sound as well to make them follow something out away from their camp.
Yeah, I've done that before in bars, like to get rid of people I don't want to talk to, and it works pretty well.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Should I do like a baiting thing to bait them over there, or should I just start yelling insults or something?
I like that.
How good are you? Or how good are you at baiting though? Are you like a novice or are you a master?
We might only have to use one. We might not have to use like lights and.
I am a sorcerer. I can't answer for you, Biz.
You can do that. So we
What's
can
your
sneak up
experience?
as close as possible.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it. Yeah, I think I'll try to be good at it. We'll see.
And we'll make sure that you're in a range so that you can hit them.
Okay.
Perhaps from
Can
from
I
the
just
back
like
or
run towards them and yell?
Yeah, I was going to say, they're going to do the distraction technique, and then you're just going to hit them.
Cool.
Yeah. Who are we going to hit first? The ones that follow the noise, or the ones that are still at the camp?
The one that are self-camp.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll take them out, and then I guess we'll have to deal with the big guy. Well, we'll just see who follows the noise.
Okay, so I'll show you guys kind of what it looks like. I'm just going to switch to the combat map so you guys get a lay of the land.
Yep.
That's what you're looking at.
Okay.
I know there's a really bad light on there right now, and I don't know what to do about it, but such as it is.
Okay.
I think it's a door.
Yeah, it's definitely the one at the door. But anyway, you can kind of see there what the situation is. You guys are closest to the camera. Oh, that helps. That definitely helps. You guys are closest to the camera.
Okay.
And those guys are the little goblins. There's 5 little ones there, and then there's the hobgoblin that you can't quite see him. He's standing next to the one. He's kind of a little bit off screen there. But there's 2 that are scouting. They are watching the woods. And the other 3 are just sitting around the fire, nattering at each other, while the hobgoblin is just kind of sitting on his ass on a log, just kind of annoyed with his company. He clearly doesn't really want to be there. But He's making do, and he's just kind of eating a roasted hunk of meat and yelling at them every so often when they get too loud. But the other two are watching the woods, so they are actively keeping an eye on things in your direction, but they haven't seen you.
Yeah. Can you? What's your distance? Can you make the noise come from like behind them?
I didn't write down my distance, but I think...
What is the distance that we're looking at between them and us right now?
It's roughly 50 feet.
Oh, wow, they're close, eh?
5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40 feet. 40 feet. The scouts are at 40 feet. So you guys have got up real nice and close.
Yeah.
And you have a really
Sure
good
that
view of
is.
the camp.
Oh, yeah, you should be able to. Yeah.
it's usually about 60 feet, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to start yelling things from over to our... What do you think? Over to our left or right? I think right, maybe.
Yeah. Because, like, I imagine if you're loud, more of them will go over there. If it's a small sound, like, one might go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you do it over to the right, they'll pull the crowd apart.
Yeah.
Little, not really a little, giant miss.
I just say, why don't do it here, and then they hear it, and then they come to us, and then we kill them.
So
That's better.
You want to attack the ones that come towards the sound.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay.
So really, you want the sound to be just right where you are.
Well, why don't we just
Yeah.
make sounds then?
So if we're gonna do that, then we should form a U so that they come into and we
It's
ambush
getting
them.
worse.
This is a big plan. they're like dozing off.
So you guys look up and they've left. No.
Typical D20Babes.
I personally think that we should distract them.
Send them away and deal
Yeah,
with
and
the
have
ones
them
that-
hold
Sorry, they're gonna send them away, and we're gonna get the ones that are left over.
So it splits up the
All
group.
right.
So they're not all
You
one.
charge them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So where are you going to put the sound? Where you guys are going to team up with the light and sound effect? Where do you guys want to hit that?
I would like to do it to the right hand side.
So
the
over
right and
here.
kind of
Yeah.
behind them.
So this side.
No, it's
other
the other
side.
side. Yeah.
This side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that side.
Okay.
Our right hand side.
Okay.
And and then we'll just. So I'm gonna make the voices.
What is the range on those abilities?
I have 160 feet. or
Okay.
something.
So yours is fine.
Is it?
I have to
I
Oh,
think-
120 feet.
120 feet.
And I can make it look like a human,
flip to.
like just like an
a
outline. Like,
humanoid
Light.
shaped blob. Thing.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just look up in the spells in the back, Shannon.
Okay. I thought
What
it was
spell
under-
is it?
It's just
Thaumaturgy or whatever.
Yeah.
Or I can make it look like 4
Camera
torches. I can make it look like 4 torches, or I can make it look like a person.
Oh, the one works.
Let's do. I'm gonna
Torches.
do 4 torches so that
30
it looks
feet.
like there's a
it's only
group.
30 feet, guys.
So there will be
Okay.
no sound within that range. You can throw your voice within 30 feet of you, Shannon.
Okay.
30 feet.
This.
This-
But
okay.
you have 100, so you can go anywhere pretty much on this map with
Yeah.
your lights. Where do you want to just have the lights coming in from the woods to that from the side that we pointed at?
Yeah.
Okay.
15,
Yeah.
30.
And where do you want to throw your voice? Do you want to bother?
Kind of, yeah, I'll
So,
kind
like,
of try to
over
do
here?
it from the same direction as the lights.
Okay, so the farthest you can go is here.
Yeah, just try to make it quieter so they think that maybe it's coming from.
That's where.
at least
So
it's-
I can also move my lights.
Yep. So you can just have it moving like they're
Yeah.
people
So
moving.
we can have your sound start at the point where I start my lights and have the lights travel off.
Oh,
So
that's
it
a
gives
good
them
idea.
something to grab their attention
Yeah.
and then follow off.
So maybe
That's
starting
good.
just like right here,
Yeah.
moving like this.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys team up together and time everything. You cast your spell together and you just have lights. What is the sound that you are trying to mimic with
It's
your...
a human voice,
Yeah.
and it's like, Jesus, gold is so hard to carry. Why are we so weak? I really hope I don't run into some goblins.
Okay, so it starts to...
At least they're not smart.
It starts to trail, and they are going to see if they even hear it. So when that happens, you hear one of them is like,
Hey! There's people over there! And we are goblins!
so he hops. He's actually on a tree branch, and he hops down, and he runs over and knocks this one on the shoulder.
He's like, yeah, I heard him too! Let's go get him, boss. We'll be real happy.
So they start to move forward, and they go around the lake because they're like, "We'll cut him off." You can hear him. "We'll cut him off." And they start to go around. So that's where they are right now. They're following, and they're starting to catch up with the light, and the sound starts to fade away as it goes out of your range. It just kind of fades away.
Can we
I really
stealth
want
them?
them.
Can we stealth and just take them out?
Yeah, you can.
Ramble?
I suggest you fire an arrow.
Okay. hopefully, but they might make noise. Can anybody run up there and grapple?
Oh, I can totally do that. Yeah, let's do it.
Quietly?
Now? What?
Quietly?
Yeah.
Okay, do it. Do it. I'll back you up with an arrow.
I start running towards them.
Okay, so you just charge out. So let's make an initiative roll. Actually, you guys each get one surprise action because they're not aware that you're there. Okay. So actually roll your initiative so we know who goes in order for you guys.
I'll run towards them as well.
Okay.
Yeah. What do I roll?
So you roll your D20
20.
and add your initiative bonus, which is on your sheet.
1.
So the
Initiative?
very top, I think you're 0.
Did you roll a 1, Julia?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, the
4.
first one of the night.
I rolled. I have 5 in total. I rolled
Wow.
I have 6 in total.
What? I know.
Wow.
Wow.
So
D20Babes.
6, 5, 4, 2.
Yeah.
Okay, luckily you guys have a surprise round. So starting with the 6, you get...
you?
Me.
Yeah. So, Biss, you pop up from behind one of the bushes and loose an arrow. And go ahead and take your shot. You're using your longbow.
So you're 4?
Yeah.
So 21?
Alright, so you pop up, and that arrow just screeches across this open clearing. And you can see you hit the one that's right along the edge of this kind of marshy area. There's a sludge, a muddy sludge that is around this swamp area, and the water gets deeper the further it goes on. You guys kind of walked around that for a while, and it hits him. Go ahead and roll your damage.
My D8. Is that an 8? Yeah, that's right. 9 damage.
You hit him, and you hear it, and it just spins him, and he actually kind of lifts up in the air and spins and splats in the mud. And he's like, "Oh, ow, they're behind us!" Ah! And then he starts to sink in the mud, and his voice kind of trails away. Next.
I think
Xana. So I'm going to cast Magic Missile,
Okay.
which is I think I can hit 3 creatures at the same time.
Yeah. So one of them is already down. There's just the one
it's a
remaining.
beautiful spell.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I'm doing it correctly. 3 glowing darts. I'm going to choose the 3 that are like in the little masses up there.
So you're attacking the ones that are separated?
Oh yeah.
Which one? These 3 here?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. Roll your damage.
1d.
They automatically hit.
1d4. So 3 plus 1 is 4 damage to its target.
You have to roll each one individually.
Oh,
so
do I?
this one
So
takes 4,
4.
this one,
3.
and this one.
3.
All right, so you just this flash of light. How do your missiles look? Describe the magical way you make them happen.
How I cast them or how they
look? Are they orbs? Are they arrows? Are they firebolts? Are they glittering rainbows? How do they look?
Ooh.
You can make them look however you
They
want.
start off as like arrows, like protruding, and then they become more like rocket ships, like kind of like as they hit orbit, like they grow larger and larger, like these big orbs.
Like a meteor almost?
Yeah.
Okay.
And smack them.
All right, so all of a sudden you see this flare of light and this screeching, and you hear as they turn into this almost like a glowing fire rock, almost like a sound of a sonic boom. And 3 of them go, they get hit. And one of the goblins who has his back to you is right in front of the fire, and he... luckily, he makes his dexterity saving throw as he gets hit, and he pushes himself up and jumps over top of the fire and lands safely on the other side. But they're badly hurt. And then the captain is right there. I'm like, Captain, there's magical rocks! Magical rocks, Captain! And you just see him go. All right, next.
What did you?
That's you.
I think it's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Alright.
it's me. So I think my plan was I was running towards the 2 that were hit first.
Yep.
So now I know that there's like a boggy area that I might get stuck in.
Yep.
So do I see a safe way for me to run up and just...
Yeah, you can just go along the edge here. Now, you're not going to be able to probably reach him this round. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's your movement. That's as far as you can go.
Right.
Now, you can give up. You have just a regular action where you would do an attack, or you can do like a dodge or a disengage. It's all listed on that sheet that I gave you there.
Yeah.
But if you're just like, I just want to get there this round, you can just spend the rest of your turn moving.
I just run up to him, stand there, and just like curse at him.
Sure.
All right.
All right, so you run straight up to him, and he sees like you coming, and he looks confusedly at you. Drow! In the what? and you stop right in front of him. What do you say to him?
Say, hey, you little ugly swear words.
He's like, just swear words.
Oh,
Just come and get me. All the swear words.
It's not very nice.
All right, who's up?
Stick my tongue out.
Osiris.
Me, yeah.
Okay, Cyrus, what do you do?
So I start running also towards Surnia?
Yeah.
But I don't notice the muggy thingy.
So
Or
you can actually get to here.
Okay.
Do you want to spend your whole round just moving to get there?
Yeah.
I'll put you here so that you're teaming up on him. Okay, so you run up around the other side and sees a drow and then sees this giant half-orc woman. He's like, uh-oh. And he starts to look back at his friends. But now we're going to they get to roll their initiative. Your guys' initiative stays the same because everyone's gone, right?
Yes.
Goblins are going on 17.
Yeah.
And the hobgoblin is going on 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so they go back to
go
back.
first, yeah.
So the goblins pop up. These guys, like, they're hurt, and they go up and they pop up. This guy's gonna climb up onto the top of that little tent there, and he does. And he crawls up. It's just right in front of him, and you can hear. And he pops up, and he's got a bow and arrow, and he's going to fire his little bow. This guy does the same thing. He crawls up and goes on the other side to get a little bit of cover. He rolls a 17 as well. He gets up. And this guy just kind of leaps over 10... 20, I think they have a 20 movement. 30. And he just charges the whole way. Doesn't see the water, and doesn't matter. He pops in the water. It's up to his waist, and he just runs straight through the water and gets right next to you. You got two goblins. The one that you insulted is going to attack you. He pulls out a little. What is he using? What kind of weapon? He's got a little scimitar. It's like a very nicely crafted scimitar. It actually is surprising that he's armed so well. And he lunges forward and slashes, and he punctures straight through your heavy armor and actually does damage to you.
What?
He does.
I don't want to play D&D anymore. I'm done.
He does 7 points of damage. Surprisingly, punctures through, and a little bit of blood starts pouring out of you. And he's like,
Oh, don't hurt me, please.
Now I'm mad.
and this guy is going to fire an arrow. You guys,
goblins are creeps.
You guys haven't been spotted over there yet, so he's going to hold his action until one of you guys reveals yourself, and he's going to fire an arrow. And so is this guy. The hobgoblin, he is going to... He's going to go here. He goes behind the tent, and you can hear him being like,
Alright, you little shit! Whoever's here, take him out! By my command!
and he's going to give him an advantage to everything he does. Alright, so, who's up?
Biz.
Me.
Me.
Okay, so I don't know my range of my longbow because I'm not very well prepared.
It's 120 feet.
Okay, 120 feet. I thought it would be, but...
Or at least 100.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 100.
Which is pretty much the whole board.
Okay, so I am going to take a shot.
Yeah, you can look at the...
Yeah, okay. It's
with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really should cover her. But I don't want to give them advantage. I kind of want to shoot at the hobgoblin, but then you're going to get...
Okay, what's your action?
Okay, I will shoot at the dude behind you. And is he the one that's already injured?
No, the one
That
beside
charge.
me
Is okay.
Yeah,
So I'm
and
gonna shoot.
he's you won't take any penalties to shooting that guy. Well, actually, I think there's a disadvantage to shooting melee, but that guy you can't see. This guy in between the drow and the giant half-orc warrior, you can't see. He's like 3 feet tall at most.
Yeah.
The other one that's in the water you can see though.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll shoot the guy.
Okay, take your shot.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh no, I thought that was a 1. Okay. 10.
Okay. All right. So that you just hear this splash, and then kind of a whoosh, whoosh, whoosh as he starts to get closer to you, and he's about to lunge over the right side, and he gets hit in the side of the head, and just dies immediately from a headshot. You bring up your shield.
I like
you're
our ranger.
Oh, yeah, totally takes him out. Okay. Next.
Okay, that would be me. I'm going to cast a cantrip, which is Firebolt,
Okay.
on the Hobgoblin,
All right.
which is like just like a bunch of fire.
Yeah, it's just a bolt of fire,
Yeah.
and you roll. You have to roll to hit him.
Yeah, it's a 1d10.
Yeah.
Just
I know you actually have to roll to hit him first. It's an
I
actual.
have to do my d20 first?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It's a magical aimed spell.
Okay. Okay, and then I have to plus my
Add your
bonus.
spell attack.
So I got 9.
All right, so you start to weave a spell, and this golden light starts to come around the center of your hands, and you release the magic, and it kind of like the way you aimed it. You had good intentions, and you kind of push it forward, but you push it straight up, and it just goes. Poof. And you can see like it goes up the night sky. It looks really nice, and the hobgoblin's like, and it just
I got too excited, guys.
totally misses.
Oh.
Next.
Is that me?
That's you, yeah.
Okay. So I want to attack the guy that's in between me and Osiris.
Okay.
And I want to take my Morning Star and just like pound him in like a nail.
Okay. All right. So you're just the guy in front of you who is now surrounded on both sides.
Yeah.
You get advantage on him because there's 2 of you against 1.
Okay.
So what advantage means is you roll your d20 twice and take the higher number of the 2, and then add your
Yes.
bonuses. Yeah.
Cool.
So roll it twice,
15.
and then roll again.
And 19.
So 19 is the higher number. So 19, and then add your attack bonus with the Morning Star.
Plus 5. So that's what, 24?
24.
24.
That is definitely a hit. So he basically, after slashing you and making you bleed out of your stomach, begged, "Please don't hurt me," and then you crush his head like a soup can. Roll your damage.
Okay,
It's not you
that's a
successfully
8.
hit. Yep.
Right?
It's a D8. Yeah.
Where's
So
my-
it's there. You go.
This guy?
No, the one right there. It's yes.
This one?
That's
Okay.
the one.
No. So 7
Okay.
plus 3.
10.
Yeah.
All right. So he's just like, "Please don't crush me," and his head just disappears into his shoulders, and just blood squirts everywhere, and you can just kind of hear coming from the throat hole. And he is mashed into oblivion. And do you want to move at all, or do you want to stay where you are?
I want to start moving around. So I'm going to go around that little water feature.
Okay. So just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
Okay. You run up to a tree and kind of go undercover behind the tree, and you can see that hobgoblin. As soon as you start to get close, though, that goblin sees you moving towards him, and he's going to fire. That he readied his action if anyone moved towards you, that he would fire, and that's what he does. So he gets 1 shot on you at advantage.
Oh, shoot.
And he definitely hits you with his short bow. Does 2 points of damage to you. As an arrow, you hear the screech of an arrow, and it just BAM! Hits your heavy armor, and it cuts through, and you can feel the tip of the arrow sink into your shoulder blade a little bit, and it hurts. It hurts. It's a little discomforting, but you're still standing. This guy readied as well, so he actually is going to take 2 shots on you as well.
Did you kill it?
No, because
but they have advantage, right?
Yeah, they're doing like they're ready.
You hear, so you actually hear 2. One hits you, and you hear one just go right over your head and like clatter into the grass somewhere behind you and skitter along, and it goes quiet. All right, next.
Osiris?
Me, yeah.
So there's no one around you now. She's just mashes that guy into oblivion. You're standing there and then just like covered in blood. What do you want to do?
I see the smashed guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love this. Take the blood and put it on my face.
Wow.
And I rage.
Okay.
And then I just start. I want to go closer to them.
Okay. Just as far as you can possibly go.
I look
Yeah,
at the
but
note.
is there?
No, my eyes are wide. I'm like, I'm glad I'm on their side.
Is there like somewhere where I can hide?
Yeah, there's like a tree right nearby you there. Oh, I should put this up back on the screen. Sorry, guys. Yeah, there's a tree right here.
Okay.
There's a wagon over here, that overturned wagon that I was telling you about, that you could run in and get the cover behind.
Okay, I'll go behind the wagon.
Okay. You can actually get behind cover in that wagon, and you do have a spear that you can throw.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I believe.
didn't
It's
know.
on your sheet. Just look at your sheet there. I
Yeah,
have your,
spear.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, I think it's 30 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, he's in range.
Okay.
So you can run, slide in behind that wagon, pop up, and hurl a spear at him if you want this
All
round.
right. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, go ahead. Make your attack roll.
Is that 1d6?
You have to roll to hit first.
Oh, right. 5.
Add your attack bonus.
10.
Nope, you hurl it, and you guys just hear this massive grunt from behind the wagon and a whistling, and it literally goes over, and you can hear the goblin go, "Flying stack!" and it just disappears behind him, and the hobgoblin, you can hear it go. Okay, so you missed. That's your action. Next.
Damn it.
The goblins.
Yeah.
All right. A shot on you and a shot on you at the wagon.
Do you have a shield?
I don't know.
So you're standing there and you're kind of like hunching behind the tree, and you hear that goblin just like and fires, and you can hear it whistling. You can see it. You have dark vision, like perfect dark vision. You can actually see the outline of it, and you bring up your shield and you just feel a clang as it hits heavy against your shield, and it kind of pushes you back a little bit, but you're completely protected from it. You hear a thunk in the wagon as it hits the side of the wagon, completely missing you. You're completely protected from it. That is their actions. The hobgoblin, however, does the same thing. He's like, "Oh, you little shit! Hit them! Hit them all!" And he's going to... Actually, he does get advantage on that. Still misses. Okay, that's their actions. And he's actually going to move here to this goblin now.
All right. Okay. So I am going to shoot for the hobgoblin.
You can't see him. He's behind the tent.
He's behind the tent.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both behind the tent. Aren't
The
they?
guy that's firing at me.
They're all firing at you, actually.
You saw this one here. Shoot. Shoot. This one shot at the wagon.
Was the one on the tent?
Yeah. Well, there's two on tent. They're each on tent. So they crawled up, and they're it's like it's a little bit of a peak, so they're popping up behind it and shooting, so they have a little bit of cover. It's harder to see them. Smart little buggers.
I'm gonna ready my action until somebody
Needs it
shows.
really
Well,
badly.
until someone shows, like pops up from behind. I'm gonna take a shot on them.
Okay.
I'm gonna
All
ready
right.
action.
Next. Do you want to move, or are you staying where you are?
I think I'm probably gonna stay where I am. Sorry, I'm having trouble seeing it on the
There's a
board.
bunch of trees in front of you, so it's
Yeah.
a little bit harder to see where you are right
Yeah,
now.
okay, I'll stay behind a little bit of cover.
Okay.
Okay.
Neat.
Okay. So the hobgoblin went behind the tent, so I can't reach him.
Exactly. You can't see him.
Okay, so the little goblins that's been shooting at everybody.
Yeah.
That one right there.
Each of these are firing. They're both firing arrows.
Okay, the one that's closest to us.
This one.
That little
Okay.
dude. I'm gonna cast Firebolt again.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack
And I'm
roll.
going to-
Just catch the tent on fire, and he's like, no cover.
Totally.
Standing there.
Little goblin. That's my 5, so 19.
That is a hit. You channel that magic, you aim it better this time, and unleash it with your hand, and it streaks straight forward and hits him in the side. Roll your damage.
Finally.
I think it's a D10.
It's a D10, yeah. 1, 2, 10. Okay, this one. 8.
All right, so he's about to pop up and take another shot, and just a streak of light and flames flying off the back of it like a rocket, and it hits him, and you hear, "Blah!" And he flies, like flips through the air, and he explodes about the highest point of the arc of his flight, and he just gets charred as he hits the ground, and he's rolling around screaming and going, "Ah!" And then he dies.
Yay.
Next.
There you go.
Oh, that's
Blue bits
me,
you,
I
yeah.
think. Yeah. I can only do my cantrip once a day, is that?
The cantrips you can cast at will.
Oh,
Yeah, as
okay.
many, yeah.
Then
I've
I'm
been
going
casting my
to
cantrips.
cast Dancing Lights again, the 4
Yeah.
torches behind the hobgoblin. Like a ways.
So there's
Into
like
the
a
woods.
there's kind of a rocky wall up behind him, so like
Yeah.
on top of that maybe.
Can I tell where he might be facing?
No, you can't even see him at this point. You just know he's behind that tent somewhere.
Okay, so I can only. So I'm gonna spread them out. My max is 20 feet apart. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna spread them out in an arc behind him. Hopefully he'll see one of
Okay.
those
All right.
around him
Okay.
and to get distracted.
Cool.
by it.
All right, so you cast that. Do you want to move at all? Do you want to stay where you are?
I'm gonna sneak around the tent that I'm closest to get towards the goblin. As
You wanna stay
best
behind
I
him for
can.
cover?
Yeah,
Okay.
for cover. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so you do that. Next.
Me.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw my speed. Oh no, wait
you
a
already
second.
you already threw your spear. It's gone.
God damn it.
You
Yum, 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 yum,
only
yum.
have one spear?
Yeah.
Where is it? It's next to me, isn't it? In a dead goblin.
What's that?
Her spear is next to me in a dead goblin, yeah?
No, she missed. She threw it. It's probably over here somewhere.
Oh, damn.
You have to pick it up.
Yeah.
Damn it. I'm just gonna.
Where are
No,
oh,
I'm actually-
you're around the edge. You
Yeah.
can- yeah.
I'm gonna run towards
Probably move this
Zernia.
angle up a little bit.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna run towards Zernia. If I'm raging, like, would I be like still stealth, or would I be normal?
You're like like running forward,
Okay.
frothing at the mouth like a crazy person.
I run towards her and I'm like, I'm here to help.
5, 10, 15, 20. You want to just stop right next to her?
Yeah.
You don't want to do anything else?
No, just ready an action in case we get attacked.
Okay, maybe I'll move you here. That's your side by side.
Yeah.
So if anyone comes within range, you're going to attack them. Okay. All right. Next is them, correct?
Yes.
So you fired the firebolt. The goblins saw you do that, and you held your. So you actually lost your action because nothing happened that round. They didn't actually attack you. Actually, I think it's until your next action. So actually, you would. So he does pop up.
Okay.
He pops up to
Alright.
take a shot.
Take
Go
a
ahead.
You're ready. You're like, I'm ready.
So that's 21. No, wait.
That is a
That's sorry.
hit.
That's 19.
That's a hit.
Can't add. Cool. All right. 11.
Okay. So he just goes. He's like, I'm going to get this burglar, and he pops up and just rolls off the tent and dies immediately. And you just hear from behind the tent.
The hobgoblin is so impressed.
So that's when you hear, all right, you want to play it that way? Let's do this.
That's the Hulk.
I know.
And you hear heavy boots and armor start running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I'm dead.
He doesn't get within range of you. So you can't attack him.
Oh, boo.
Yeah. He doesn't quite. He steps right in front of her and attacks. Give me a second while I switch my monster manual
I'm dead.
to the hobgoblin section.
No, no.
Well, it was your fun playing D&D. I hope your first session went really well for you.
5 minutes.
We
You
tried.
want to play again? Roll up a new character. I hope you weren't attached. You're like, I only just drew her. Came up with the whole backstory.
Alright, so he has a beautifully crafted longsword that has seen probably 20, 30 battles. It's the steel has a brownish stain to it. And he comes around the corner. He's wearing he's wearing chainmail. He has a large kind of horned shield, and it's got massive lacerations all over the front of it. And he comes around the corner. He towers over you. He's about the same size as her, but he's about 6.5 feet tall. And you just hear as he comes around the corner. Krang hits you straight in the shoulder, cuts through your armor all the way down into your shoulder blade. Blood starts spitting out. He does 5 points of damage to you. Where are you at?
I'm at 4.
You still have 4
I
left?
still have 4.
How many hit points do you have?
18?
Oh, you got a lot of hit
How do you have
points.
18 hit points?
Because I'm awesome.
No, seriously. How do you have 18
Oh no,
hit
you have
points?
11. That's your armor class.
Oh shit! No, I'm at. So if I'm at 11 and
I think you're down now.
I am now -2.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So when you're not dead. So when you hit the ground,
No, dead. These three.
when you hit the ground, either someone has to cast a healing spell on you to negate you dying, or they can make a medicine check to try to stabilize you, but you can't really do that in combat.
Yeah.
Or every time it comes around to your turn, you roll a d20, and if it's a 1 to a 10, you check off the fail box. You can see it right underneath there, like the hit point area.
Right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you get 11 to 20, you get to check a success. If you roll a natural 20, you get to check 2 successes, and if it's a natural 1, you roll 2 failures. Whichever one fills up first is the end result. If you fail, you die. If you succeed, you live.
Yeah.
Okay, so she drops to the ground, this woman that you've just met and traveled with. She just goes to her knees with blood. She's grabbing the sword. You see her eyes roll back in her head. And he kicks her in the chest off of his sword and rips the sword out. Blood arcs out of her. And he turns and looks to you. You're standing eye to eye with him, but you're in a blood rage. There's blood on your face. And he's like, my kind of kill. And he stands toe to toe with you. All right, next.
Next is me. Right? Because there's no more gobbles left.
No, they're all dead.
Okay. Alright. I'm like, she was cool. She was the first drow I ever met. What the hell? So and I take a shot at him.
You can't see him from where you're
Can't
standing.
see him.
Nope.
So I'm going to have to move.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to move my full distance. Straight forward.
That's as far as you go. You get to that tree.
Okay.
Still don't have a line of sight on him.
What if I...
You could, but you have a disadvantage.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, go ahead. Make your attack roll. 2 rolls, lower the 2.
Okay. 13.
Nope. You let loose an arrow and it just... And it... let's see, what's his armor?
It hits me.
It hits her in the head as she goes to the ground. No, it just sails right behind him. He's got too bad of an angle on him. You can't hit him. Next.
Me, I'm gonna try to go across to get closer.
This way?
Like
Like
yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 kinda?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna... Can I cast Magic Missile?
No, you can't see him.
No, I can't see him.
No.
What?
You can
Can I use
the rest
my
of...
crossbow?
You can't see him.
So he's taller than the tent?
No.
He's not?
No, it's a tent made for humans.
Can you
So
cast
it's
it?
about it's enough to like house like 4 people.
What is blocking her view?
The tent. Yeah, like
But
he's shorter
he's-
than the tent.
We're
I
behind
thought he
the
was
tent.
6.
He's 6
Okay.
feet tall. Yeah, but it's a 4-person tent.
Hit the tent.
Okay, so
Like-
it
like-
is taller than him.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Okay.
What would good would if I hit them? What good would it be if I light the fire on dead?
Oh,
Tent
so
on
my
fire.
That'd be
lights
cool.
did not distract him at all. He didn't see any of those lights.
He saw him, but he's not stupid.
Oh, damn it.
Would there be any good in me lighting the fire on the tent on fire?
He might burn me alive.
I do that.
You're out.
You don't know though. You have no idea that she dropped.
I have no idea what's happening over there. That's
You guys
right.
don't know that
Yeah.
the drow is really badly hurt.
No.
Only Osiris knows.
Let it up.
No.
Yeah.
Let it up.
Oh no.
Well, if he takes away his cover.
Can I like? How fast would the tent burn? Would it like disintegrate down to the ground?
Probably take a good 30 to 40 seconds, and
Oh,
each
that's
combat
sweet.
round is about 5 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So
So,
it'll
not
take
worth
like
it.
6 rounds.
Oh, lame.
But it makes for a dramatic appeal.
Just saying.
Yeah, just saying. The whatever kind of melee battle's going on in front of the tent that's on fire would be like even more awesome.
Oh yeah, epic.
I can't move the tent with my mage hand either. It's too heavy, hey?
Well, you can do a lot of
You
magic.
can just bitch slap him.
What are you trying to just pull it over?
Yeah.
You can try.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast mage hand and try to push the tent over.
What point are you grabbing the tent? The top, the sides, where?
Instinctually, I'd want to choose the side and push it.
Okay. It drops. It actually drops to the ground, and it goes. It's only about 2 feet tall now because the whole thing just kind of goes. All the things that are holding it up, all the sticks, everything just drop, and so it goes flat like a box would. And so now you can see it, and the hobgoblin standing there. Now you can see standing over the drow's body with a dripping, bloodied sword, and he's about to, like, these two are bringing up their weapons to attack each other. So that's your action.
Yeah.
Who's next?
That would be
Me, I think.
no, your roll. For,
Oh yeah, for your.
Oh,
live
yeah.
well.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 20-sided dice, 1 to
11.
10.
11 up.
What'd you roll?
3.
Okay, so you check off a failure. Next,
Next is one.
Osiris.
Close
Yeah.
this. I don't want to see it.
Oh shoot!
Oh, yeah.
Don't look at it. All right, so I saw. These are my secrets.
Just eat his face.
Yeah, just. I see her get attacked,
Yeah.
and no one messes with my friends,
Okay.
even though I just met her. And I do a cool thing with my great axe,
Yeah.
and
Cool thing.
try to attack him.
Okay, go ahead, make your attack roll. Okay, you did a rave dance there with your axe.
Yeah.
13.
You rolled a 13?
Yeah.
No, plus your attack
Oh,
bonus.
19.
Alright, so you rave and he kind of... and then he's disarmed from your amazing wounds. And you bring that heavy axe down and you hit him dead center mass in his chainmail and you hear a heavy crack and some of the links just shatter under the strength of your attack and blood spits out. Go ahead, roll your damage against him. It's a D...
1d12?
Yes.
Which
Ooh.
which one is d12?
You've never had something so powerful.
That's 3, 4.
That's a
I
10.
don't know.
3, 4. This is it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
8 plus 5.
And you're raging, right?
Yeah.
So, is it plus...
4,
Plus
but I
4.
have plus 1.
No, I've already added that in. The number there is your total number.
Yeah, so the
But
plus
you're also
4.
raging, which
Yeah,
adds
rage,
another
which is
plus
plus
2, so
something
adds 6 to that.
So 14.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
bring your axe down. He's like, "Oh," and it goes straight down all the way to the end of the head of the axe. You bury it probably a good 6 inches into his chest, and you can hear the blade hit the back of his spine from the front, and a crack. And his shoulders kind of go limp from, like, basically all of the muscles being ripped apart inside. And he gets this weird sagging in his face as all of his muscles snap inside his body, and his face goes limp. And he just goes, and spits out a fuckload of blood all over your face. And just his heavy body leans forward, and he goes to his knees as you rip the blade out, and he dies instantly.
I love it. Milkshake.
You're like dancing in the blood.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like passed out on the ground. You're like dancing around my body.
Do the rave dance with your bit.
Like Conan style.
Bad ass.
Alright,
I'm
so
bleeding out.
he drops to the ground and just dies. It's such a horrific wound. His heart stops. You just absolutely eviscerate him. You're still in a rage, so you're not really in a headspace right now, and you're covered in blood. It's spraying all over you, Osiris. You're not really in a place now to make any kind of heal checks. You make another roll. It's a failure. So make another check. She fails again. She dies.
Oh,
so
no.
so it goes up to you two. We're off the combat map. Let's
I
just
don't
go.
have medicine. I don't have
Let's just
medicine.
go
Anything to
into
heal?
regular story. So you guys can make a medicine check. You can
All of us?
you can leave your rage at the end of this round now that you see that she's lying there coughing up and she's like going very, very like limp and pale. Blood spilling out of her mouth. She looks like she's dying. So you can drop your rage if you want. You guys each have an action. What do you want to do?
You say that even though if we don't have the proper spell, we can do a medicine check to kind of... Okay, I'll do that.
That's right.
Yeah, I dropped the
Damn. You know, I decided it'd be super cool to be a ranger, but there was a little bit that I wanted to be a cleric, and I'm kind of wishing I did.
I rolled 4 in total.
Okay, so you run over, and you attempt to stop the wounds. You're so out of your depth that you have no clue what to do at this point. She's dying. Blood's just pooling out over your fingers and just pouring out from this horrific wound that this hobgoblin inflicted on her. What did you roll?
A 10.
And so all of a sudden you hear the tiefling come up behind you, and she tries to helping out, and the two of you are panicking. You're just standing there with blood spilling out everywhere, unable to stop
I gotta give it
the
blood.
tide of blood.
15.
So,
Zero.
Plus 16.
Yeah.
16, yeah, that's your mod.
so you drop out of rage.
And then become a nurse.
Push him aside.
Here's a cold compress.
And you calmly grab some towel and some stuff from a pouch that you have in your explorer, so you pull some healing bombs out of your pack, wrap them up, and push it straight into the wound and hold it there to staunch the flow of blood. And you stabilize her right before she has to make her last roll. So you are stabilized. You don't have to make any more rolls. You are no longer dying.
I don't think you would have made that last one.
So
First battle.
leaving the three of you, she's now just kind of laying there with her eyes closed. She's breathing. It looks like she's stabilized, and you're not worried of her dying immediately, but she's still really badly hurt. What are the three of you doing?
It was stabbed. It was like an arrow sticking out of me, and like a
There's
giant
a
like
chest wound.
just this mangled. Yeah.
I'm just gonna look for leaves and stuff that might help with the healing.
Okay, so you want to maybe search around, do a survival check?
I'm gonna do a survival check, yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
You pick up some like poison oak.
Ivy, yeah. We'll see how good the survival check goes. So 14.
To clarify, our mission was just to
Recover the goods.
Recover the goods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything that could be recovered, you want to recover.
So you don't have to bring me back.
That was never part of the deal. If she dies, we split it
Right?
3 ways.
And the drow says this you come in
I sleep I'm like kill.
Kill me, make more money.
So as the ranger's doing a survival check,
Yeah.
Osiris, do you like pilfering through dead bodies?
What?
Do you like pilfering through dead bodies? Like grabbing goods from dead bodies?
Absolutely. Everyone loves that, don't you?
Okay, I thought so. So why don't you do that, and then I'll look and make sure that everything in our contract is good.
Sure, but I keep whatever I found.
She immediately starts reading through my stuff.
Except for her. She's okay. She's alive. Just the goblins.
But she might still have good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's hers. She's not technically dead yet.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So just the goblins and the hobgoblin.
All right, so you want
I
to search
start-
their bodies?
Yeah. So she's gonna search the bodies because I don't want to do that.
Right.
So I'm gonna make sure that
That'd
all
be-
the goods in the contract are covered. Like what we got,
Okay.
what we needed.
All right. So, I mean, it just said in the contract recover as much as possible that isn't damaged or whatever. So the overturned wagon, just looking around, it looks like most of it still. It looks like they were just eating the food. They planned to probably carry the rest out after eating the food and getting the strength up, resting, and going out the next morning. Most of the goods are here. The wagon is damaged, but still usable. You don't see any horses nearby, though, in this vicinity. While you're out looking for some kind of balm or something to...
Lemon balm.
You find some tiger balm, but you have to take it out of the tiger's asshole.
Not up for that. I'm just yelling from the woods. I'm like, guys, gotta say this is really exciting. This is like my, pretty new at being a ranger, and this is kind of what I imagined, but it was a little bit scarier, and I didn't think there'd be so much like almost death.
Isn't it
Like
amazing?
everyone's drenched in blood.
Yeah.
I'm passed out. You're having this like little monologue.
I was like yelling from the forest, grabbing a bunch of leaves.
You're talking to them, or you're talking to yourself as you're like.
Kind of both. I'm just like, yeah, this is pretty exciting stuff. You know, this is fun.
I think we did good.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of blood.
You had like fireballs.
Yeah, I haven't even. Some of these spells I've cast for the first time.
You know, the drow was pretty badass until she almost died.
Yeah, she was pretty extreme in the sense, like, super, like, effective and then super not. But, you know, it's okay. It was, you know.
Well, she had like with the sword coming out of the side of her neck.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have potential.
Yeah.
But a long way to go.
At that moment, you hear the drow like, she's still not well.
Something up.
Yeah.
You guys are talking in a circle around her. She
Chatting,
twitches every
drinking
so
the
often.
wine from the caravan. Around the campfire.
Here, you guys, can you put these leaves on her? Still have to. I don't know how. I have to read it in my book, my ranger book. But I'm pretty sure you just kind of like squish it in.
I'm allergic to leaves.
Oh,
I can't do that.
Can you squish it away?
I mean, I don't really. I'm
weakness.
literally just going to put it aesthetically on her.
Okay.
Aesthetically place them on her.
Aesthetically, what does that mean?
Forest gnome, you're
Aesthetically.
I'm a gnome sorcerer. I don't know. I'm like, that looks nice.
It just says to compult it. Like I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell that means. Like
It's a compress.
Hey, you're unconscious. You
I
can't.
can't say anything.
Wait, what were you saying?
You know the word apparently, but you don't know how to do it.
Compult them.
Oh, I don't know the meaning of that word.
Oh my god.
Either, no. Aesthetically, temperally.
Go beat something. I like push the leaves in,
Okay.
make it really nice on her, press it in.
All right. It doesn't do anything. So, in the meantime, you said you were going to go around looting stuff, right? You just want to like look around. So, most of the goods that you were looking for are actually turned over by the wagon. So there's a lot of crates and stuff that are just have fallen. Like when the wagon was pushed over, they've just kind of fallen over. The crates are a little bit damaged, but mostly in good repair. You can do an investigation check as you rifle through some of these crates to see what is still there.
That is 11.
Oh, wait, into intelligence.
Investigation.
Oh, investigation.
Investigation? Yeah,
So mine. So 10.
So you just kind of root around a little bit. You're pulling things out here and there. The only thing that really stands out, like it looks like it's mostly, it is like food that they brought in from the city that they were maybe shipping to some of the really small. There are small towns that are in the woods here, very very small groups of people, like 10 to 20 people, and so it's more finery foods that they wouldn't be able to catch or grow or anything out here. And so that's mostly what's in here, but there is a small box inside one of the crates that catches your eye, and it's a very nicely carved box with like a gold inlay on it, and it's like a nice oak handcrafted box inside one of the crates that's kind of cracked open. You can just reach in there, reach your hand inside that crate and rip it out if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay, so you reach your hand in and just tear out this box, and you want to open it up?
I'm gonna run towards them, and I'm gonna be like, guys, look what I found! And I show them. I don't know what it is.
You're awake now, right?
Nope.
No.
Still awake. God.
You got.
So you open this box?
Yeah.
What is?
So you open it up?
Yeah.
Okay, you open it up, and it looks like they're little vials with a sparkling clear liquid in them. They have little stoppers on them, and you don't immediately know what they are. They're probably some kind of potion, and it's likely somebody paid a very good price for them, and they were also meant to be delivered by the looks of it. But yeah, there's two of them, and they're nicely set inside of this box with a kind of a velvet inlay.
Shall we eat this?
No, careful.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
This is what we were paid to retrieve.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try to figure out what they are.
No,
Make an Arcana check.
without like drinking it or
No,
touching
no,
it.
Or
right?
a religion, an Arcana or a religion check, either one.
Can't do investigation.
Yeah, I'll let you use that. It'll be a little bit harder though.
Okay. I'm gonna use that because I bet. Okay, 16, 17, 20.
Oh, okay. just looking at when you hold it up to you take it out and you hold it up to there's a bit of torchlight around here that whoever was here before just left it behind. You hold it up to the torchlight and you can see that there's little flecks kind of floating around inside of it. You've probably seen this before or heard stories about them before. You would guess it's some kind of healing potion.
Oh. So, hypothetically, if one of these potions fell off the back of a truck or the wagon.
Truck wagon?
Would they know? I mean, one could just have fallen out during the battle. I mean, it was a battle, right?
They did say to recover what was left.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of noticed that wording, too.
Yeah, but, we could help someone from our troop. Why not help?
Now, you're certain it's a healing potion and nothing else?
Pretty damn certain. I've seen these before. I mean, in the I, have my guild's letter. I pull it out. I'm a member of the guild. I spent a
which
long
guild
time.
did you choose?
I'm a wagon maker and wheel and wheeled right apprentice.
See, she tricked Osiris. Osiris was like, and I'm like, let me read that. And
You don't need to read the fine print, but I'm a member of the guild here.
so then
That's cool. Yeah.
Because I don't trust you yet. I'm going to roll myself to see what the potion is. And then did you say Arcana or Religion?
Arcana or Religion would also work.
I'm gonna do Arcana.
Okay.
So I rolled a 1, in case you're wondering why we're all laughing. That's a 5.
You, for whatever reason, you trust the wheelmaker.
I'm like, I've been around. I've been around the wheel.
Yeah, she makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, Biz, I like the cut of your jib. So let's feed.
I mean, she's not going to get
this healing potion.
It's pretty hard to get worse. I mean,
You're right.
She's got blood coming out of her mouth.
It's dead or not dead. So.
Yeah.
What if we
It's actually a blood thinner. Is what it is.
When we just split a little bit first between one of us, would that make us stronger?
Did any of you guys get hurt?
No.
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 I like hurting newbies, I guess. Is what
I mean, you can drink a little bit and see if you die. I mean, if you want to take.
Oh, rude.
You're the strongest. That's why she said
I'm
it.
just making some suggestions here.
Okay, just give it to her. Fine.
Yeah, no, we're saying we trust your judgment.
Well, there's gold
So-
flakes that are in here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are really expensive. I don't think they're going to use them. They're usually magical kind of ones. They're not going to use it on some hair growth thing. It's usually only for healing powers. I totally know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Also, if they paid 4 of us to retrieve it,
You hear the drow start coughing again. Her body starts to convulse.
Okay, Biz, just
Give it to
administer it to her.
Okay.
Seizure.
Now, what do I have to do? What if I kill her? I mean, I totally trust this. Oh shit! I don't want to be.
You were the one who said it was a healing potion.
I don't want to
Give it
be
her.
responsible for this, but I guess I'm responsible for that compost too. So I can't get worse. Okay.
So you.
I cross my fingers and I'm like, please be right. 50-50 chance here, kids. I mean, I totally know. And then I just sort of plug your nose and dump it down your gullet.
All right, so you drop it down her gullet and she dies instantly. No, I'm just
And Xana's like, I know it.
So you're in this space right now where
I'm having a really good dream.
You're not having a good dream at all. You are feeling kind of the oppressive dark of the Underdark. You feel like you're back home, and it feels like all of these drow hands are pulling you back towards your home. This journey that you've been on for a long time, you're being pulled back, and everyone is trying to make you be like one of them, and they're pulling you back to those forgotten cities. And all of a sudden, you feel this whoosh, and you're this whooshing, and you're and you have all of this power and strength, and you leap with the strength of 100 giants away from this oppression and out into the light, this blinding light that you hate, but it symbolizes freedom to you, and you sit up straight and take in a deep breath, and you see a very reluctant looking tiefling like this.
You did it!
Yeah, I know. I totally knew. You know, somebody had to step up and do this, right? Yeah.
It's like, Arushne loves me. I knew it.
Okay, almost kidding.
I knew it. All right.
Wow, that really worked.
Good.
That was very quick.
Am I
Yeah.
at? What am I at?
So you got 9 hit points back. So you are at 9 right now. You're almost full.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the 4 of you are still sitting around. So that's what you find. You find most of the goods are still intact. In fact, you do see once you take that box out, you looking back, you can see that barrel of ale is actually there. The ale that he said that you guys could have as part of your payment as well if you return his goods back to Hillsfar.
Are we gonna get shit-faced by the campfire, or are we gonna bring it back and then get shit-faced?
I like the shit-faced.
Yeah.
Let's do it now.
I don't really like being in big cities anymore. I'm so sick of being in
I'm feeling
cities.
really good right now.
Yeah. You're like,
Oh, yeah, you're alive now.
oh.
That was not a good time.
You know what I can do too while we're getting shit-faced? I can fix the wagon.
Yeah, but then me and the half-orc can pull it back.
Yeah, this is a good. I would pull up all the goods, right?
Yeah. You guys like fix it and load it, and we'll pull it.
Yeah, we have
If
more
we-
repairs, so
Can't pull it.
I think we will. We're strong enough.
Yeah. This is cool. Like, yeah, you know, the fresh air, being out in the woods, it's pretty nice.
Whoever has nature as one of their skills can roll it.
I have nature.
I should, but I don't. I'm new ranger.
13.
So, even if you're not from this region, you've been here enough or know enough people that have traveled through here. You're probably were nomadic as part of your background, and Cormanther is not a place you normally would want to stay the night, because orcs and goblins and hobgoblins are the least of your worries. This is a very cursed wood, and it's quite often that just loosed demons and all kinds of crazy shit will just appear. Wraiths and all kinds of weird undead creatures. This place is very fucked up. You know that, and when everyone says they want to get drunk here and stay the night, you feel a little weird about it.
Actually, I changed my mind, guys. I think we should get the hell out of here. I just remember a lot of crazy shit happens around this area.
Like, what kind of...
What time of day is it? Also,
So when you guys got here, the sun was just setting, so it is nighttime right now.
so
you mean crazy shit even for you?
Oh yeah, big time, like demons, magical, weird stuff.
Hey, demons, man. Those are my, I like to take out demons. I hate freaking demons, but I don't feel like battling anymore tonight.
I'm a demon-hating ranger.
I'm a demon-hating tiefling ranger.
you are a half
Very
demon.
interesting.
Yeah. Gotta honor your background, man. Girl.
You don't know anything about my background. I hate my background.
Hey, it's okay. We're not judging. We're all hired for our skill set.
I get all angry.
It's okay.
I think
Prove
we all
yourself
have
as
some.
a ranger.
We all have
So,
some issues here.
all right, Miss Osiris. What shall we do then? Is there enough time for us to?
Yeah,
Where's
we
the
should
closest
ask
place?
our carpenter friend here. How long is it going to take you to get this wagon up and going? Like, are we stuck? We are stuck here, or
Let me see. Can I see?
Yeah, so that's part of it. You get a proficiency to any kind of assessment for that kind of thing. Yeah.
it's already night.
I don't even. What's my proficiency?
And how far?
It's your proficiency bonus. You just add that to any roll.
Yeah. 4. So it's gonna take me a long time to fix this thing.
No, it just means
This is
your
your check.
assessment isn't
Yeah.
accurate. So you take a look at it. One of the wheels was busted when the goblins overturned the wagon, but you figure you could probably fix it in probably about an hour. It's right now. It's like roughly the equivalent of like about 7 p.m. And for you guys to get back to the main road that leads back up to Hillsfar takes you about 2 hours. You're only about 2 hours into the woods right now. The rest of the trip is
That's
a lot
acceptable.
longer up to town.
Yeah.
No, it's not acceptable. No, I don't think we should stay here.
'Cause we'd make
Okay.
it to the main road by like 10.
Yeah, but she's saying that she could fix it like within the hour.
Yeah.
What can we can try to carry all this stuff, or do you think it'll be faster if we pull it on the wagon?
Like, we don't even know if we can pull it. I imagine we.
Like how much
we
stuff
could.
is
Everyone can make a perception roll.
Oh shit!
That's the
new?
Yeah, so
group,
any
much
kind of just general roll. The only time you really roll anything else is for damage. And then you add your perception number. If you don't have perception, so the skills are listed there. Yeah. If you don't have it, it has a base, like a skill that it's based off of. So perception is a wisdom base. So look at wisdom, and what is the little bonus number written underneath your wisdom score?
3.
No, sorry.
1.
1.
Yeah.
So add
but
that
I
to your
do
roll.
have
You have perception.
perception.
Okay,
yeah.
so that you add that number to it.
So it's 15.
Okay. 15.
20.
14.
12.
Okay, 15 or higher, you hear a really, really faint, the best you can describe it is like some kind of animal noise, probably about 100 feet south of you into the woods, somewhere in the dark. You do have, your dark vision extends 120 feet because you're drow, but it's still the woods, and so you can't quite see what's out there. You just do hear some kind of like, kind of a whimper sound.
You want to go eat it?
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Eat
Whatever the fuck that is.
Even
No, I mean, I'm not scared, no. If you want to eat it, we can eat it.
Hey,
but-
eat what?
A deer or whatever that is. Rabbit.
Okay, let's just pick stuff up and let's go. I think it's a good
They
idea.
actually, like, they probably still have food like around the campfire anyway. Maybe that's not a good motivation to get you to go check it out.
She was already gone.
Wait,
Did you actually just leave? You got up and went out there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're like, wait, what? And she's already 20 feet out of the camp, heading towards it. You can make it with your, doing your rave dance with your axe.
yeah.
Make your perception check.
guys.
Hey, what's
16.
All right, so you get within about 50 feet into the further south of the encampment, and you're just kind of moving. You're not even really worrying about your own safety. You generally don't. You're strong, and you're not too worried. And when you get within 50 feet, you do have dark vision as well. You can see the outline. There's something moving through the brush, and it's fairly tall. You move about 10 feet closer, and you can see it's a horse. It's probably one of the horses that was attached to the wagon. It's just kind of wandering around. It looks like it's a little bit hurt. It's kind of moving a little bit slow on one leg, and it's just grazing out there. It probably bolted and then just stayed out here.
Would I know how to ride a horse?
Yeah.
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 You could.
I would say you're familiar. Do you have animal handling?
Yeah.
Oh.
Too.
So yeah, so you have been trained to ride a horse.
Cool.
So you can tell the horse knows that you're there and is a little bit, standoffish because clearly you're covered in blood and
giant
you're raving with your axe.
Hashtag axe rave.
Axe rave.
Oh, nice.
You have glow sticks in each end of the axe.
So so you can make a handle animal check or animal handling check to see if you can approach the horse.
Alright, we'll do that. 5, 7.
So you start to get closer, and once you get within about 20 feet, every step you take, it kind of moves a little further away. It doesn't seem like it is very open to being approached at this point. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to speak to it. I'm gonna try to make like a soft voice. Like,
How does that sound?
I love this. Look at
It's not exactly the same.
I'm like, hey, friend, hey, don't move to the horse.
Okay, make another check.
With my soft voice. Oh my god. 9, 11.
Alright, so for whatever reason that works.
It might be right.
And it stops and it picks up its head and then turns towards you, and you see that that's the wrong one. You see that it kind of stands its ground as you get closer, and you get within about 10 feet, and it starts to get nervous again, but it seems like it's okay with you getting closer. You have to make one final check.
13.
All right, so you just hold out your hand and slowly walk up, and you get your hand on its back, and you just are able to touch it, and it doesn't move away from you. It seems like it's comfortable with you. Whether it's because it smells the blood of its enemies all over your face, who knows?
He likes me.
But he seems open to you. So what do you do?
I'm not gonna ride him because I feel like he's gonna run away if I try to do that. So I just start pulling him towards the rest of the group.
Okay. So about 2 minutes later, you see Osiris, the giant blood-covered half-orc, leading a horse happily back into camp.
Oh, that's what you heard.
Let's eat it!
Dinner!
No, this is good. This can pull the wagon.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah. Is it a one horse wagon? Right?
My assessment really sucks, so I have no idea.
Yeah, well, you'd also know certain things just looking at things. Yeah, it's a one.
It's
a one horse wagon.
Cool, we're good. You guys load up. I'm gonna sit here.
Let's name the horse. Can I name him Atreyu?
Yeah, sure. Whatever. So long as you load up the cart, I don't give a crap what you name your new pet.
That works for me. It's a good name.
Okay, all
Good
right.
name.
Yeah, so I'm going to work on the right wagon. Might as well.
Okay, so it takes you longer than you'd expected. It actually takes 2 hours. It takes double the time. One of the wheels was actually cracked, and that was a major problem that you didn't have a lot of supplies to fix, so you did the best you could. It just took longer than you had planned. After 2 hours, it's now roughly 10 o'clock-ish. The woods start to feel foreboding. There's an uneasy sense, and there's just a dead silence that you would not expect in woods. There's no animal sounds. There's no wind. It's just dead air. And she finishes fixing that last wheel. You guys latch up the horse, load everything back onto the back of the cart, and you just feel like when you walk into a dark room, you kind of want to just move out of it. That's how you're feeling in the woods right now. Mm-hmm. And but everything is ready to go as the sun is completely set and darkness takes the Cormanther wood. What do you do?
I don't know. It's like I kind of want it. Like if we go back to the main road, that's where like thieves and stuff are going to ambush people because it's a main passage. So if we hid ourselves in the woods, then I imagine we would have a better chance of surviving through the night. But I mean, that would be my instinct is to hide and leave it until.
Yeah, but Osiris is the whole point of staying in the woods.
Because it feels
dangerous.
awful. Yeah, I want to get the hell out, but it goes against my better judgment to go back to the main road.
Well, I feel like whatever comes to the road, we can fight in the woods.
Yeah.
No way.
What am I at? I'm at 9.
9 hit points.
How many heals do I get? 1?
You get 5 hit points worth, so you can divvy that up as much as you want. You can do 1 point at a time or all of it at one go. You can give 1 to yourself, 1 to somebody else. It's just 5 points per day that you can administer healing to.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll leave it for now.
All the things that you're talking about, they usually stay away from main travel roads.
Yeah, okay. You guys probably know better than I do, so let's...
Yeah, there's just shit I don't want to deal with. There's like things that can suck your soul through your nose, it's not.
It doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good.
We have to remember that, obviously somebody arranged all 4 of us together for a reason, for all of our different skills. So if we just stay together and stick to the main roads, we'll be fine.
Honestly think I was really cheap because I'm new at this. So that's why I'm here.
Can you please?
They didn't hire for my rangering, they hired me for my wagon skills.
Yeah, I'm a good wagon maker, but I'm not
Trying to make an inspirational speech.
Oh, okay.
So
All right, let's not
really
waste any more
blowing this.
time. Daylight is well gone. Let's get back onto the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys steer this. There is a narrow trail that clearly this wagon had been going through at some point, and then was taken off the main trail. So you guys navigate this till about midnight, and you can see ahead. You remember this area as the trees slowly give way to an open plain that leads to a fairly narrow road. It's not a well-traveled road. but it's one that is frequented by people that are exchanging goods from this area of the woods up into Hillsfar. And you leave out of the woods and get yourselves onto the road at around midnight. And you know that you have about 3 hours to get yourself back to Hillsfar along this moonlit road. And the moon is out in full tonight. You can hear in the distance as you leave the woods, it's almost like you've exited a silenced area, like a silent stage. As you leave the woods behind, you can hear the birds overhead and like the world returns back to normal. And you can see that there are like birds flying overhead, and you can hear owls, and you hear a wolf cry somewhere way far in the distance as the wagon rambles back onto the main road, and you guys are riding back towards Hillsfar, and that constant wheel of clunk, clunk, takes you for a couple of hours. I'm just gonna roll some dice here. And you arrive in the southern edge of Hillsfar. You see the walled city in the distance. The wagon slowly carrying forward the four of you. Is there anything in particular that you guys are doing while you have been riding this jalopy wagon back to Hillsfar?
It's a bit uneven, so I'm trying to make sure that the wagon is okay without Biz knowing that I'm double checking her work.
Okay, I don't think any of us are riding on the wagon.
You're walking
Or
alongside
like
of it.
do we need to have like a coach, like a
Someone
person?
should be driving it.
Yeah,
Hey.
one driver.
I think you should, because you're the lightest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of you has experience. Oh, no,
Yeah.
you didn't take that, did you?
No, I did. I have a land vehicle.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so
You
can,
can,
you're driving it. You're like the horse's buddy, and you're like.
So then while she's driving, I'm like dodging back and forth and making sure everything's okay in the way. Double checking the wheels, making sure everything's okay.
I am not expending that much energy.
You're just
like
chilling out.
walking beside it,
I'm
alert but calm.
Yeah, I've got
really
my-
happy to be out of those woods.
my bow,
Yeah.
and I'm just kind of trying to watch the road and
All right.
keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys don't encounter anything out of the ordinary. In that time, Cernia, you just get bandages out of your explorer's pack.
Yeah.
You bandage up as best you can, even just doing a little bit of just small stitching with whatever supplies you have on you.
Yeah.
Over the course of the few hours, you heal up your hit points, so you're now back to full health.
Yeah.
And you arrive on the southern edge of the city of Hillsfar, and the city never really sleeps. It's a port city, but it's also a kind of a gathering point for adventuring parties. And as you get to the southern end, there's a large southern gate that you have to enter through, and it's already opening up. And there's another group of mercenaries that, like you, are probably going off to do some other mission that is necessary for some local merchant or whatever. And it's a group of 4 men, and they look like they've probably been drinking all night. You can smell the rum on them as they pass by, and they're just like, "Oh, ladies." And one of them's not even really conscious. They're dragging him in behind as they continue further south along the road, passing you by, and you guys enter in through the main gate with your disheveled wagon, and you arrive at Hillsfar. And that's where we're going to take a very quick, we'll do a quicker one this time because we all have a story to cover, 5-minute break. Now 10. We get a 10-minute break. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't forget to hashtag everything, D20Babes, Meat Bunnies, and we'll be back in 10 minutes, and we'll continue on the very first episode of Side Adventures with the D20Babes.